What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Forever Stranded Lost Souls. Oh yeah, guys, so we're continuing on with our process here, trying to get to our Draconic energy storage. We left off last time needing some more dragon eggs. Now, while we could go to the end, spawn in more dragons and kill them, yeah, we're trying to use our dragon egg seeds that we made a while ago, but the problem is we need them sped up. So we were gonna do the crystal growth things from tiny progressions, but we were stuck needing prismarine. So we need to get ourselves guardian essence, or I guess guardian seeds, which we need guardian chunks from in order to make the seeds, but we need the guardian essence in order to make prismarine. So that's where we're at right now. That is our goal for today. Also, last episode, we set up this whole array here so we can make swiftness potions and swiftness 2 potions for the crystal growth. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started on this. So the very first thing that we need to do is we need to go find ourselves a guardian. I made myself a mob imprisonment tool. That way we can spawn in guardians similar to how we are spawning in those withered skeletons over there. We're just using a little bit of essence and spawning those in. You know, I had a question about this thing, believe it or not, our aquatic entangler. The question was, how many fish do we have in this thing since I set that down? There you go. I got like 4.5 stacks of the vanilla fish, and then a whole lot of these other things, a little over a stack of puffer fish. I don't really know if any of this stuff is useful. I know we need fish for something, and now we always have it. This thing doesn't require power at all. Maybe it requires bait to work more. Maybe it just goes faster with bait. I'm not entirely sure, but anyway, I had a question on that. I said if I ever pass that, I would show it. So pretty much what we're doing right now, we need to find guardians. Now, since this mod pack does have, what's the mod called? Quark? Guardians spawn pretty much anywhere. Oh, look at this. We got a zombie floating way over here holding something that's never going to despawn. That's blighted. Oh my goodness, almost 400 health. Jeez, guy. All right, we'll leave you alone. You're going to take a minute. So we really just want to try and find some guardians. That's the whole goal here. Now, it might be the case, as that zombie was holding an item, there might be a whole lot of zombies somewhere holding items and preventing other mobs from spawning. So it might not be super easy for us to find guardians. But pretty much what I've done before when I was looking for them is just kind of cruise around the world a little bit. And then they would just spawn in the ocean similar to squid, which, come to think of it, I don't think I saw any squid spawning either. Maybe the guardians only spawn in the ocean biomes, like maybe this lake right here. I don't think we'd find any, but we're not seeing squid either, so that's got me a little concerned. I don't know. Okay, well, I'm gonna go and try and find ourselves a guardian. Hopefully it won't take me too long, and hopefully we'll start seeing like squid spawn and stuff. Might have to relog in the world or something else. I'm not entirely sure, but anyway, I'll be right back. Alright guys, well, I thought this mod pack had Quark in it, and I'm pretty sure I remember this area here earlier on in the series, finding guardians coming out here, killing them, getting their guardian spikes, and then using that for empowering palace crystals and stuff. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. So I tried going around the world here looking for deep ocean and a guardian temple so we could try and capture a guardian. I've had bad luck. Like, there just isn't deep oceans with the guardian stuff around here. Like, I spent a good 2 Minecraft days kind of flying around and doing all this stuff, and this was kind of a weird looking biome here, really dark stuff. I didn't check what that biome was, but anyway, so I guess we don't technically need a guardian entity. We don't need to spawn them in like I was going to do to get the mob chunks directly. No, we can make the mob chunks for guardians, provided that we do have prismarine, and I think it was raw fish. You know what? We should go grab some of that raw fish that we had out here so I can do that. I forgot to grab that. So we can spawn in other... Oh, lag spikes. I guess it's... Yeah, I've been flying around the world, so we've generated a whole lot of chunks and probably using a whole lot of the memory here. Yeah, we're in the high 80s there, dropping down to 40%. So I don't know. I went around and I killed the zombies that we had here. I was thinking maybe that was preventing the guardians from spawning in. And then I started running some of the COFH commands to kill, removed all types of zombies. There was 268 zombies in the world, which is way more than what there ever should be. And that would prevent anything else from spawning. And then that finally got squid spawning after I did that, but then I still didn't see the guardians, so I tried doing a kill all, and we got rid of all of these things, another 104 of them. And then I just did another kill all. Anyway, so that doesn't help. Yeah, I thought this mod pack had Quark. It does not. We're not getting guardians spawning, but I remember them spawning before. Anyway, so we're going to do it a different method here. You can sift sand, apparently, to get spikes. So let's grab some sand here. We will put away all of this stuff that I have in my inventory now. Yeah, like I said, I killed those infernal zombies. I found like 5 of them, and I got 4 more of these hearts. Can we even get any more health at this point? Oh, yeah. Okay. I guess we need more health. Don't really need it, but we'll take it. All right, yeah, sand. Let's grab like 9 stacks. Okay, so I'm not sure what else we get from sand, from sifting. Maybe it's just the prismarine shards. But let's go ahead and throw those in here. It should quickly go through. Yeah, so pretty much what we need is 8 prismarine shards. That's it. So I was looking here. If we go to uses, the guardian seeds require... I'm sorry, I should have gone to recipe. The guardian seeds require the chunks. We need 4 chunks, and you can make that with a tier 3 mob chunk, 2 fish, and then 2 prismarine shards. So we should be able to take this stuff here. Yeah, that's enough, 41. Should be able to take those and then craft it, provided we get the mob chunks. Now, I don't think we had any more extra chunks, right? We have a tier 5, and we have some experience chunks. None of those are what we want. Mob imprisonment. So we need, I think it was skeletons. Let's go back. So if we do this mob chunk, we can see smelting. Skeleton chunk turns into that. A guardian chunk, rabbit chunk, basalls, spider, slime. I think we have slime, but that'd be annoying to deal with. And then creeper. So creepers are dangerous. Slimes are really annoying to deal with because of the multiple sizes. Spiders, again, kind of the same thing as a 2x2 monster, and then they climb walls. That'd be really annoying trying to group up. Basalls would be okay, maybe. I think probably our best option here is either the rabbit or the skeleton. Now, we don't have either of those. Pretty sure I can find a rabbit rather easily, but if not, I guess we'll wait until nighttime, which it is, and collect a skeleton. Maybe that would be better just to wait and just get a skeleton. So over here on our dirt patch, a lot of monsters will spawn pretty easily out in the open. So I'll just wait until we get hostile monsters spawning. I'll grab ourselves a skeleton. We'll replace our wither skeletons with regular skeletons and set it up in that same mob chunk collecting fashion that we did previously. All right, so I got the regular skeleton. It's got 228 health. That's a lot. Let's go and turn off our wither skeletons. I can't remember if this mob imprisonment says wither skeleton. It does. Okay, cool. So we take that, we put this. So now we'll get regular skeletons that are going to be spawned. We'll put the wither skeleton away in the system for now. And we need to do some changes down here. So what we want to do is we want to make sure this one is turned off, our mob crusher. We don't want to kill the skeletons. So that's only active on a redstone signal. All right, and then we need a place for those skeletons to go, and this is already set up in such a way we just need to remove this block, right? So any skeletons should end up down this hole, landing on that spike, and then we just gotta wait for them really to get down to 1 HP. I think we should be able to turn this thing on. Now, as we saw before with the wither skeletons, yeah, it stops spawning after a certain amount of time. I don't know if this is going to stop spawning or not. It seems like we're still spawning in. No, it did stop. Another problem, though, that I noticed with the wither skeletons is that the suffocation thing, whatever that is, mob cramming, was killing some of them. So you get too many in that little spot there. Yeah, you can see one just died, another one just died. You can see those particle effects happening. So we don't want that going all the time, or this thing will just keep spawning. Anyway, so we just gotta wait for those skeletons to drop down their health. And I did put a stone slab here to prevent them from seeing me. I originally put this here because I was gonna spawn in guardians, and I didn't want them hopping out. I think those are only 1 by 1, but anyway, this should help out a little bit for this purpose. So we can use our Solium Dagger once again that has Mending, Sharpness 5, and Unbreaking on there. So this thing will always keep its durability. We don't have to worry about it. I guess at this point we can just continue to poke monsters. So yeah, I'll just do this. Hopefully we can get some skeleton chunks rather easily. There's 2 of them. Yeah, that's pretty easy. So yeah, I'll just keep at this. We'll get the rest of them. We'll smelt those skeleton chunks, convert them into guardian chunks, make our guardian seeds to get our guardian essence, and we'll be right back, guys. All right, guys. So I went ahead, I took the skeleton chunks, smelted them, made the guardian seeds. We now have guardian essence being collected. We got 45 of those, and it's slowly coming in like all of our other resources. We just have it growing in a garden cloche. So now that we have all of that done, I made a bunch of patterns here so we can make ourselves these crystal growths. So yeah, these 3 patterns here are everything that we can make from the guardian essence. We can make raw fish, we can make prismarine, and we can make the prismarine crystals, which is cool. So I told it how to make sea lanterns because we need that. Nether amethyst, I'm not sure how much of this we have, but that is required for making the tier 1, I think, growth crystal. Those are reversed. We need nether star block, which is made from 9 nether stars, so it's going to get expensive as we saw. And I think we totaled that up to be about 18 nether stars per tier 3, or maybe it's a little bit more. I don't remember. Anyway, I told the system how to make reinforced obsidian, how to make glass panes, and finally how to make these end crystals. These we've been crafting by hand this whole time. So if I wanted to make a growth crystal tier 3, let's check this out. Or actually, nether amethyst. You know what? We don't have... We can craft this, huh? What does that craft out of? Oh, okay. So I must have already told the system how to do that. So nether quartz essence plus nether essence. Interesting. So how much of the nether quartz essence do we have? Plenty. Okay, so we are good to go on that. Yeah, a while ago, as I was crafting these seeds, I just went through, was like, okay, what is this used for? What is that used for? Just make patterns for everything. So that's really good. Okay, so crystal growth, this. Apparently I spelled that wrong. So growth crystal, not crystal growth. So let's do, if we do 1, that is going to require 17. Let's see. So I already have 1 nether star block. It has to craft another one. So it needs 9 plus 17. So 26 nether stars per. All right, let's do it. Let's try and craft another one just to make sure. Next. Yeah, 27 nether stars per. Let's end up crafting. How many stars do we have right now? I just got done killing 200 withers. So 488. So we need, let's do 8 of these things, maybe? Is that too many? It might be too many. All right, let's do a total of 8. So we'll do 7 more. Okay, so that's going to require 189 nether stars. And I think we have everything needed for this. So we'll just go and craft that up real quick. Just craft it up like we own all the nether stars. Now the thing is, if this goes fast enough, we can use our nether star seeds and start making nether stars that way, which is another source of them, which is going to be good. Again, I spelled that wrong, or I did it in the wrong order. Growth crystal, not crystal growth. I'm thinking crystal growth chamber. That's what this thing is called, right? Yeah, I'm thinking crystal growth chamber. That's called growth crystals. Anyway, so now that we have that done, we can put these around this guy here. I am very curious to see how fast this will cause it to grow. So if I harvest that, I mean, it's going okay. Now, if we add in our watering can, Does that make this go any faster? Now, the other thing is, I know some of these seeds, like, you can break and they will duplicate. I don't think the tier 6 ones, which this is, will do that. So this is going okay. It's not going as fast as I was hoping it would go. That's a little unfortunate. I think the more these growth crystals that we have around, the faster that it will go, though. I think eventually we should be able to get it so it'll be instant growth, but that's going to require so many nether stars to get to that point. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's any other way to speed this up. We can use this fertilized essence, though, to like... Oh, maybe you can't. On the regular ones, you can use the fertilized essence to instant grow, but I guess you can't do that on these. So I guess the only way to speed these up is to add more of these growth crystals around. So that's probably something that we'll start working on here in the future. But for right now, I'm going to try and collect the dragon egg essence that we need to make the rest of the dragon eggs. And hopefully we'll get some kind of an automated system here where we'll collect these things passively in the future. And I won't have to sit here and hold right click looking at the essence, or I guess looking at the seeds as they grow. Anyway, give me a little bit of time. I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so I just set up a simple automation for our dragon eggs, and I think this is probably growing faster than the garden cloches can grow our crops, so it might be worth like changing everything over to this kind of a method? I don't know. But anyway, we have our dragon egg seed right there underneath a mechanical user, and it is producing these dragon eggs and that fertilized essence. So pretty much all we need to do is just get an advanced item collector or some other type of item collector, put it onto a chest, and then that'll just get all collected and put into our system nearby, right? So as you can see, we are experiencing some rather terrible stuttering, and I don't know why it's doing that, but yeah, we can't have this here. Like, the performance of this area has been going down lower and lower as we go, but this is just unbearable. So we can set this thing up pretty much anywhere. We just need a chunk looter, and I think this is only going to affect FPS. So it can be pretty much anywhere in the world in a different dimension or whatever. Just we need a chunk looter, and then this whole setup is just going to work. Again, it doesn't require power or anything like that. So let's just get rid of the seed for right now. Yeah, okay, I have the seed. So we'll get rid of that seed for right now. All that stuttering goes away. Everything's a lot more smooth. So we will find a new spot for this thing that is not in the base because seriously, I don't know where we're gonna put it. I'll have to figure that out. We'll just put it somewhere far, far away where we don't have to deal with it. But yeah, we should be able to get the dragon egg essence pretty easily. Yeah, as you can see here, we already got a decent amount of this stuff. So again, anything else that we need to grow that we need large quantities of, we can just add in some fertilized soil around here, or I guess just some tilled soil, farmland or whatever, and these growth crystals will do their work, and then all we need is a mechanical user to harvest them, and then, you know, our ender chest here to collect the resources so we can put it back into our system. So definitely something I'm looking forward to doing here in the future. Alright guys, so once again, here we go. We have the same thing set up, and I did put a waypoint here so I remember where it is. So we're just over here on the area of dirt by our base where we originally was doing a quarry. This is far enough away that it shouldn't affect anything, and as it is harvesting, we are not getting any weird frame stutter. So there's just something, like too many things happening in that chunk, I guess, where I try to put this in our base. I'm not sure. But anyway, everything's nice and smooth over here. So yeah, it's doing its thing. It's harvesting and then it's collecting. The thing is, like, it's collecting when it can. Our ender chest is getting full of like a whole bunch of random junk, like all these mud balls from Biomes of Plenty. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, as soon as it gets space, the item collector takes the items, puts it in here, and then it gets all put into the applied energistic system. A lot of this junk that we have coming in, we have set onto drawers that are voiding it out, so we're not filling up our system full of this stuff. But yeah, there is a lot of random junk in here that we really don't need. But yeah, as you can see, it did collect those items, and then they are going into the system as soon as it gets a chance. So yeah, everything should be working fine. This is set to a 1 chunk radius. I did make the big boy so we can expand it out later if we need more space. But yeah, this seems to be working rather well. I like it. Okay, so now that we got that set up, we can head back to the base. and start continuing on trying to upgrade our fusion crafting stuff to the Draconic tier. Alright guys, so once again, we need to set up the auto crafting to upgrade our fusion crafters. So the Draconic fusion crafting injector does require 4 nether stars, 2 wyvern cores. Do we have a wyvern core? We should start one of those crafting up. I'm going to need at least 1 in the system in order to make this pattern. We need... Oh, you know, I'm looking at the wrong one here. Yeah, we need a awakened draconium and a dragon egg. Okay, so 4 stars. Do that. Oh, it won't let me... Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Okay, so right click. There we go. So we got 4 stars. We are going to need a slime ball as well for the way the auto crafting works for this. We needed 2 of the wyvern cores, which we're crafting 1 up at the moment. We need a wyvern fusion crafting injector. Then a dragon egg. Okay, so that's pretty much everything. So we're just waiting on one of our wyvern. Yeah, one of these guys to be made. And that does take a minute for these draconic cores to get processed. I probably should tell the system to craft up more than these. You know what? Let's do that now. We'll tell the system to craft up, I don't know, probably like 20 of those. It seems like we got the stuff in the system to do this. We're using 40 more nether stars. You know what? I really should go get that the nether star seed going, because I think we're going to be using a lot of these nether stars. Now, one more time, nether star essence. It's 9 of those equals a nether star shard. 3 shards equals 1 of these. So it's the same thing as the dragon egg. So it takes 27 nether star essence to make 1 nether star, and it's 27 dragon egg essence to make 1 dragon egg. So we definitely should go get this thing hooked up over there. And I think I had another mechanical user. Yeah, so I will go ahead and get this hooked up so we can start passively collecting more nether star stuff, so we don't have to kill a wither boss for every single one. How are we doing on this thing? We still don't have 1 wyvern. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it looks like we just crafted 1. Oh no, it's got to do the fusion crafting now in order for that to go through, doesn't it? Where am I at? I'm in the wrong room. This room. Did it just finish up, or am I crazy? I might be crazy. Wyvern? Is it not scheduled 1, stored for crafting 1? Does it need 5 of those in order? I thought it just needed 4. Well, I'm obviously mistaken here. There it goes. Okay, so we're crafting up this thing. So once that goes through, I'll be able to make the pattern, and then we can tell the system how to get this all hooked up. Now, another thing I just realized, I did take the 1 item from here, but we never hooked up the system to tell it how to automatically put an item into there. We're gonna have to do another one of the phantom faces and have that connected to our phantom face array down below. But yeah, I'll worry about that a little bit later. Anyway, so now that we got that hooked up over here, or I guess crafted, we can grab one of these, add 2 of those, and then we'll be able to set the recipe. Since we don't currently have one of these Draconic fusion crafting injectors, we'll have to tell the system this is going to be crafting something else, like a nether star crux. That way we can tell the system to auto craft that. Anyway, so now that we got that done, I can put the recipe down here. We will have to set up the whitelist and the blacklist. So we want the whitelist to whitelist these, and we want the blacklist to blacklist those. Since this is being infused, that needs to go to the center one. Yeah, and then I can just add in 1 more of these phantom faces to where this guy's supposed to be on our 10th spot up there. Anyway, I'm gonna wait for some of this stuff to craft here. I'll go hook up our nether stars, and we'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so I went ahead and I crafted up 6 of the Draconic fusion crafting injectors. We're still waiting on more of these wyvern cores to be made before we can really make any more of these things. But one thing that I was looking at off camera here is the insanium stuff, right? So we can use the insanium essence in order to create things like nether star seeds. And as we saw, things like dragon eggs and nether star seeds, we can harvest pretty quickly. So I was looking at this, and honestly, this stuff isn't that expensive. 4 stars, the Insanium Essence, so that's 4 Supremium Essence, so that's 16 total, plus an additional 4 more. Well, I guess that's 16 plus 4, so additional 20 more for that seed itself, the crafting seed. So it's a little bit of essence, but that'll mean that we have pretty much unlimited amount of nether stars, right? So I went ahead and I crafted up 5 more. So we have 6 of those nether stars going. If we go to our nether stars here, you can see that we're going to be collecting this stuff pretty quickly, but I guess it depends on our ender chest being full. So it's going to take a minute for that to show up here. Trust me, it's going pretty quickly. How fast we're getting the nether star essence. So I'm kind of thinking, like, if we can do that, we might as well use that to our advantage and craft everything that can be made with the Insanium stuff, including Awakened Draconium. Yes. So I think it's about time that we craft up some Awakened Draconium seeds and we get some Awakened Draconium cruxes. Let's do that. So the Awakened Draconium crux does require a Awakened Draconium block plus a dragon heart. I don't remember if we had any more hearts. We have 2. Okay, well that works. I will have to go farm some dragons to make this all work, but I really feel like this is what we need to do here. So I'm going to make 2 of those cruxes, and then we're going to make 2 of these seeds. So tier 6, we need 2 of these. And that's going to require us to use 43 Supremium Essence, which is fine. And then we're going to need the Insanium. We're going to need, what is it, 8? Okay, so we'll do that. So there is 2 Awakened Draconium seeds plus the Awakened Draconium cruxes. And we have 6 Awakened Draconium blocks in the system. Okay, so we need to put these things to use because I don't think we're going to have enough to do what we needed to do with that stuff. So mechanical user, I did make an auto craft for all of this. We are making the stable, unstable nuggets out of diamonds and iron nuggets and sticks. And then 9 of those turns into the stable, unstable ingot, which we can use to make the mechanical user. So we have all of that available. Cool. All right, so we have a way now to get ourselves Awakened Draconium automatically. And the more Awakened Draconium we get, the more seeds we can make, the faster we can make this stuff. Oh yeah, we're well on our way. No more crafting Awakened Draconium through our fusion crafting setup. Oh no, we're going to be doing it this way. This is going to be so much better. Do I have my hoe on me? I don't. Thankfully, we have the infinite energy in our wireless terminal, so I don't have to go all the way back. We still need to put more of those wireless energy cards in there so we can do this a little bit faster. But yeah, this is really, really good stuff, guys. So, yeah, you can see we have 6 of these things going. And they are harvesting pretty quickly, even though it didn't really show up like we're getting it very fast. As we saw before, this thing was full, so it wasn't collecting it. Anyway, so now that we have this, we can put 2 Nether Star cruxes down, or I'm sorry, Awakened Draconium cruxes down here. So let's do that. We'll put those guys here and here. We'll put our dirt back like so. We'll hoe the ground, till it. We'll put these guys like this. We'll put these guys like this. And again, we will flip these so they're facing downwards and set these things up to activate item with, or activate block with item. So that's all we need to do here, guys. Now we are collecting Awakened Draconium all the time. I think this is going to be going as fast as these, but it feels like once the soil hydrates, it goes faster. Although I'm not entirely sure if that's true, but it seems like these are going much faster than these, right? Maybe that's just me. Is that one going faster than the other one? Because that's now hydrated? It seems like it, but I don't know for sure. It kind of feels like it. But anyway, we'll let these things go. I need to get a drawer hooked up for the Awakened Draconium so we can store that somewhere and not fill up our entire system with it. But I do plan on doing at least 9 crops of both the stars and the Awakened Draconium now that we have a way to like automatically harvest those, grow them quickly. Seems good, and it costs no power at all, which in my mind seems a little overpowered and a little cheaty, but you know what? At this point in the mod pack, perfectly fine with that. All right, guys, so we are finishing up the final stage here of trying to get this Draconic energy storage core thing going. Yep, we just needed to make one more of these Draconic energy cores, which, yeah, we require the Draconic tier and to have 10 of those things. So this is the final stage of what we've been working towards, and then once this crafting is complete here, we should be able to make ourselves the energy core. All right, so let's do that. Energy core, let's craft that. We have all of these things. Now we need the awakened. We need 6 ingots. So that's going to take our awakened Draconian essence, turn it into the nuggets, and the nuggets turn into the ingots. Let's do it. And then awakened Draconium, like this, and there it is. Energy core. Whew. Okay, so now that we have that done, we should start being able to work towards getting a central power storage, and yeah, that's just going to make life easier again, so we don't have to continually only run off the power that this is making. As long as we have power in the energy buffer, yeah, we can just have this thing going full blast, filling up the power ball, the energy ball thing, and then when we need burst amount of power, we have it all available. Otherwise, it's just storing it constantly, and then we'll just have that available for later. Just going to make a lot of sense. But guys, we have reached the end of today's episode. We got a lot of good stuff going on. Hooking up that farm with the tier 3 growth crystals and the mechanical users definitely going to help us out a lot for getting various different resources. Anything else that we need faster that our garden cloches aren't doing, we're going to go ahead and move over there. It might be a good idea just to move everything to that style farm anyway. That way we don't have this many, I guess, tile entities, ticking entities, whatever they're called in the world. Like every single machine you have in the world has to update every game tick. The more of them you have, the laggier your world gets, right? So if we can get rid of all of these things, well, you know what? I guess it would probably be about the same since we have a mechanical user in every single one. I don't know. Well, is it better with the mechanical user or the garden cloches? Now I'm second guessing my train of thought here. I guess the mechanical users don't require power, water, or fertilizer, and all of these things do, so there's extra stuff going on here. I don't know. Anyway, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, leave a like on the episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.